Hi. This is the most boring story that you're probably going to hear on YouTube. It's boring for me anyway because I've been telling this story for so long in the last few weeks. I've been telling this story so many times actually the last few weeks, and I'm just bored of it. I am currently feeling like I'm in functional freeze. I feel quite numb. I feel quite dissociated. I feel like I want to cry, but I can't. It's like there, but I feel like I'm kind of just moving through life, like doing the absolute bare minimum, and I'm kind of like a zombie. I have this dull headache that's just been on and off for the last few weeks, and I have been deeply impacted by something that is laughable. Like, it's actually laughable. Like, I think about my ancestors and I think about my grandmother, and if I was to go to her, she's dead, but if I was to go to her and tell her this story, she'd probably look at me and laugh and like be very confused about what the actual fuck is the problem. So we have been groomed, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. We have all been groomed very slowly to form an addiction to these devices. And consumerism has been something that I have found interesting for a while, for a very long time. And I didn't consider this until now, as I'm speaking, that we have become, like, consumerism has gone on another level. Like, it is on another level with these devices. We are shown so many ads day in, day out. If you're watching this, chances are you're probably going to see an ad unless you pay for YouTube. You have to have YouTube Premium in order to not see ads or whatever. I don't know what the thing is. I'm new to YouTube. I've been very loyal to Meta for a very long time, and probably from the moment it began, I had a little bit of resistance, but all the cool kids are doing it, so of course the sheep that I was followed suit. And it's been a journey, it's been a relationship, it's been a beautiful way to connect with people from all over the world, friends, artists, creatives, exceptional people who I really appreciate. And it's been an evolution. This platform, Facebook, Instagram, that were once designed to stay connected, have caused probably more disconnection to self, disconnection to other. Like, you walk around and you don't really need to walk that far. You'll see somebody on their phone, and chances are they're probably scrolling through Instagram or on TikTok or whatever, right? Just on all these platforms. So I built an online community for a very long time. I was on a reality TV show, Big Brother, back in 2022, and I gained a following. And I noticed that this following was it was a blessing and a curse. I noticed that whenever somebody new would follow me, somebody that I was meeting for the first time, the difference in the way that I would be treated based on the number of people following me. I noticed that I had way more opportunities come up. I had way more exposure. And because of that, I took that seriously. And so I had a responsibility in the way I showed up online because I had an impact, I had an influence. And I was very mindful in how I chose to show up. And so I leaned into deeper service. I had my personal account and I had my business account. I was an intimacy and relationship coach at the time, and I was sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge, sharing a lot of information on my account, and it was having impact on people. And my account grew. Both my accounts grew from Big Brother, but also from organic growth. And then I lost a bunch of followers on my Sambam account, and I think it was because potentially, like, I don't know the demographic of Big Brother and whether or not we were a huge match. But I am a deep thinker and deep speaker. I'm very sensual and expressed in the way that I show up, and yeah, lost some followers. Anyway, the juice. So my business account was I changed from being an intimacy coach. I became a DJ. And so I decided that I would deactivate my business account and just let it be for a minute. That minute turned into 18 months, and I finally felt comfortable jumping back online and expressing myself. But rather than sharing wisdom about relationships or anything like that, I wanted to give people an opportunity to see inside my world and how I process and how I think about things using the tools that I've learned along the way. As a bit more of a transmission, just thinking out loud, sharing introspective thoughts, and potentially having an impact and supporting people, helping people feel less alone. And I had a post go viral. I gained 1,200 followers within a week, and I had like somebody like Channing Tatum follow me, and I was so amazed at that. And yeah, I was just in this space of feeling quite like elated by the impact that I was having, because that was my intention, was to help people feel more seen, heard, and less alone. And so okay, so I was working one morning while I was in Bali, and suddenly I was trying to log into a client account, and suddenly I couldn't get in. And so I just naturally went back to my accounts, and they were suspended as well, or just logged out. Like I couldn't do anything. And so I just messaged some friends, and I'm like, hey, I think Instagram is having a glitch. I can't, like, all my accounts are not working right now. And then one of my clients was like, yeah, me too. And then a friend of mine was like, no, mine's working fine. And so I quickly realized that this had nothing to do with Instagram and everything to do with the specific accounts. So I started investigating immediately and time stamping, and I was like, okay, where is the root of this? What is going on? And so one of my clients, their account got suspended because it went against community guidelines and was insinuating party culture. And yeah, even though there was no insinuation of drug use or encouragement of drug use, their product is post-party recovery, and unfortunately the powers above deemed that as inappropriate for their platform. Because I managed their social media account on my phone, all of the accounts linked on my phone were then suspended. It was a cascade suspension, which is a glitch in the meta system that I have since learned from all the thorough research that I have done. And you can imagine, like, this is my livelihood. I'm a content creator. This is how I connect with people. I'm also a DJ. I had 14,700 followers on my DJ Sambam account. And unfortunately, we are living in a world where it doesn't matter what vibe you bring, what taste you have. People don't care anymore. People are more concerned about whether or not you can sell tickets. And if you have numbers to back you, it looks a lot more appealing to book somebody that has tens of thousands of followers than somebody that has 500. That's the name of the game. And So that account is gone. And so is my Thinking Out Loud account that gained a mass following within a couple of weeks from one post going viral where I shared some wisdom from this man that I dated, who shared with me, he said to me, please don't ever take away my freedom of choice by being deceitful or not sharing the full truth. And I really loved that piece of wisdom, and I shared that, and a lot of people loved it, and it went absolutely nuts on the internet. I didn't intend for it to. I just literally, I remember waking up one morning and being at breakfast with my mom, and I'm like, oh my God, mom, this post went viral. And yeah, it was just, that's when my dopamine addiction began. And then, within a couple of weeks, my accounts were taken down. Not only that, my other two clients whose accounts there's several other clients, but two of them were logged in on my phone, who, one is a gallery and one is a music label, also both taken down. And no reasons given, no content in violation, just taken down because of the association with this Origin account, which was my other client, and because it was all linked on my phone, they've all been taken down. So I've been in a state of fight or flight. Like, I went into a shock. I've had one proper cry in this whole process, because I've just been in, like, I guess, functional freeze, and kind of just like, I don't, like, what can I do? So I figured out a few things. I contacted Meta, I became Meta verified, and I got onto some human agents. I told them about my issue. The problem got escalated for human review. That took about 10 days. They came back and said that after human review, Sandbam is still going against community guidelines. Without reason, they are permanently disabling my account, and they couldn't share why. And so I kind of just, like, was over it after a week of fucking dealing with that bullshit. And then, yeah, I started up again this week, and I escalated and finally figured out a way to get to a human, and they called me. So basically, if this happens to you, what you can do is you can get Meta verified on your Facebook account that's linked to the Instagram accounts. And then with whatever Meta verification subscription that you've got, you do have chat, and you do have, like, support with humans. And so the human person called me yesterday, and we were on the phone for maybe half an hour. I explained the situation. They put me on hold. They looked into it. I said, this is absolutely unreasonable. I need this to be appealed. I need you to look at my account and take this seriously, because it's not okay. And it's not okay that you've taken down the accounts of my clients as well. Like, it's actually not okay. This is a glitch in your system, and it needs to be rectified. And so that's one avenue. Another avenue is to sign up on the Oversight Board website. And another avenue is to take legal action, which is where I'm sitting at the moment, is doing the Oversight website and also seeking a lawyer that can help me with this, because I imagine I'm not the only one that has experienced this. And I do notice that it is mostly targeted towards women when their accounts are taken down, especially women who are all about empowerment and, yeah, just teaching the things. So I finally had a big cry last Thursday from the overwhelm, because my clients' accounts have been impacted, which, impacts me because I'm managing their accounts and I don't have anything to post on. It's my life's work building this community. It's just, like, pretty fucking shit to be here and having to deal with this, but it's also really humbling. And, like, there's this part of me that's just like, okay, there's got to be something bigger here that's beyond me, and I have to have such deep trust in that. But it still fucking sucks to just like let it all go. And so I'm just sitting with the grief of it all, and it feels so silly just being so emotional about this, because it's, but like, if you've been banned, you can't create another account. If they find out that you've created another account, then they will cancel that account, which is what I did this week. I created a new email and I created a new account. So it's like definitely touching the need to belong wound. And yeah, I just feel like I like can't keep in contact with my friends online right now. Like I can't sit with the cool kids at the cool table. Like I'm not allowed. And it's great. I'm so here for the detox, and I'm so here for the break, and I'm so here to just have a moment to be with myself, be with music, and do all the things. But I also like, expression is such a huge part of who I am. And like, not having a space to do that after having a space for so long where I can just freely express, it sucks. So now I'm considering, like, why would I want to go back there? Like, why not build a community on YouTube and Substack where I can I feel more free and feel safer to just be myself and not have to worry about, like, there's content on here for 18+ year olds, there's content on here for kids. Like, I don't have to worry about whether or not Meta is going to ban me. I'm so tired of this. I'm just so exhausted. This has just been consuming me. So if you're going through it, if you're somebody who has cancelled you, wait, sorry, I didn't even know what I'm saying. If you're somebody who has been cancelled on social media from Meta for no reason, know that you're not alone. This sucks. It's hard. It's like hard when your livelihood and your brand and your business and your community that you've built for years and years and years is on this platform, and you give your power away. Like, that is hard. So yeah, I didn't expect this to be this long, but I hope that you feel less alone if you are going through this as well. Like, I don't know how to fix this. I'm just waiting now for them to review my account again. I have to go through the same fucking process for my clients whose accounts were impacted that were not directly impacted by the other client. It's just exhausting, as you can see. My face is saying it all. So if you're in this boat and you have figured out a way to get your accounts back and you have the answers, please contact me. And if you're going through this and you're watching this, please know that you're not alone. I'm gonna get through this. Yeah. Thanks for being here.